Brought to you by Penguin.
Four Sisters by Val Wood. Read by Anne Dover. Prologue. The news spread rapidly in the ancient market town. The family were well known, Beverley people. It was a tragedy, everyone agreed. Such a waste, especially a woman like her. A beautiful woman. Kind, too, it was said. So much to live for. And her young children, the youngest still an infant, all girls left behind. How would they manage, the whispers went, without a mother's direction to guide them? They'd grow wild and tempestuous, someone said, for their father, as everyone knew, was inconsolable in his grief, and might never recover from the loss of his wife and baby son. Chapter 1. Matty, April 1852. It's not fair. Becca gets away with everything. Becca had not dared to leave the house until Papa had driven off to Hull to collect his sister, their Aunt Gertrude, and bring her back for luncheon. But now, Matty had seen her sister skipping down the house steps and rushing across the York Road. I know where she's going, Matty continued. She needn't think I don't. And if she's late back for luncheon, I'll be the one to get into trouble for allowing her to go, as if I had any control over her. Are you talking to yourself again, Miss Martha? You know what happens to people who do that? Mrs. Nunnington, otherwise known as Nunny, housekeeper and nanny, confidant, keeper of secrets, wiper of tears, and soother of the aches and pains that four growing young ladies were prone to, had opened the door to the sitting-room without Matty's hearing her. Has Becca escaped again? She joined Matty by the window and looked out. She's a wild one, there's no escaping the fact. But she'll be back in time for luncheon, she always is. Matty turned to her. How is it, Nunny, that you call Rebecca Becca, but you call me Miss Martha? You know how I hate it. I much prefer Matty. That's because she's the youngest, and you are the eldest, and therefore deserving of respect. And, Mrs. Nunnington added, with more responsibilities. Come your birthday in May, you'll be called Miss Madison. Another month. It'll be nearly 10 years then, won't it? Matty's hot, scalding tears fell unbidden onto her cheeks. Every day recently they seemed to lie in wait beneath her lashes, and, like a tap loosely turned, a chance casual remark opened the valve, allowing the tears to flow. Whatever was the matter with her? Since your mamma died. Yes, almost. Mrs. Nunnington nodded and put a hand on Matty's arm. You're allowed to cry. It's perfectly natural, and there's no need to hold back tears, except, of course, in front of anyone else. Sorrow is best kept private if possible, me dear. So cry now before your papa and aunt arrive home. Matty sat down in the nearest chair, feeling Nunny's sympathetic eyes upon her. Nunny understood her feelings, she knew that. It was Nunny who had comforted her on her mother's death. Nunny who'd held her hand at her mother's bedside when her father and the doctor had said that she should go in and say goodbye. At 8 years old, she had been told and understood that her mother wouldn't be coming back, and neither would the baby brother who had died with her. She'd thought for a long time that perhaps it had been her fault, that she'd done or said something wrong or bad, even though Nunny had told her that she hadn't, that her mother's death had been a natural occurrence, because Mrs. Madison hadn't been strong. But even now, almost 10 years on, she often worried that perhaps she hadn't always been as obedient as she might have been, and so felt an overwhelming desire to please. Her sister Julia, who at only 6 years old had been considered too young to sit by her mother's side and see her pale and beautiful waxy face, and her father...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?